Hi, so my name is Jamie, and this is just a short video to taking a class with me. It's an asynchronous class, and so there's some peculiarities to it. So if you just watch this couple-minute long video, it'll help you be successful in this class this semester. So first, what to call me? Please call me Jamie. My full name is Jamie Scally. My pronouns are she, her, doctor. We've added in she, her, doctor as a pronoun option. And so I really prefer that you call me Jamie. If you feel like you need a title, you can call me Dr. Scally or Professor Scally, dude, hey yo, like any of that is fine. Don't call me Miss. I didn't go to grad school for all those extra years to be a Miss or a Mrs. I taught in a first grade classroom for a year, and it was very traumatic, and so I just have like images of 6-year-olds screaming my name, Miss Scally, whenever anybody says that. So if you send an email and address it Miss Scally, I'm going to assume that I've done something to offend you. So please call me Jamie. Yes, that's my preference. I know other professors will want you to call them different things, so always listen to what they prefer. But in this class, please just call me Jamie. And so here's my contact information. Email is going to be the fastest, especially since this is an asynchronous class. So you can see it up on the screen here. It's js00182@mix.wvu.edu. My office is in Hodges Hall, up on the 4th floor. I am, for you guys, largely available through Zoom for any kind of office hours. So if you need to meet, just send me an email with some availability. Give me a couple days, a couple different times within that, and we'll see what can work out. I try to be flexible. I know that you guys, a lot of you have like full-time jobs and other family responsibilities, so you can't necessarily fit into a regular 2-hour window in the middle of the day. I get that. Just let me know, give me some flexibility, because I have other responsibilities on my end as well. And so I'm not going to be responding to emails on the weekends or in the evenings generally. Sometimes you might get an email from me in the evenings, but don't count on it. So if you have an assignment that's due at midnight, try to email me that question about it before 5 p.m. Same thing for weekends. Sometimes you'll have assignments due on a Sunday night. That is to give you the extra time to work on it over Saturday and Sunday. It does not mean that I'm going to be on my computer on Sunday morning responding to your question. So look at the assignment, read through it, make sure you really understand what I'm asking, and if you don't, ask the question before the weekend begins or before the evening begins. Like I said, office hours, we're going to be flexible with this. We can do Zoom, we can meet in my office for sure. I'm very happy to meet you in person. But nobody seems to want to do that anymore, so we can meet on Zoom. Just send me your availability and we'll see what works. I do have some regular times posted, but again, because this is an asynchronous class, it's probably not really that interesting to you guys. So email me with your availability. We'll work something out. And try not to ask for office hours last minute. Usually that doesn't work out, especially if we're in the middle of like the heavy advising period in the semester, when everybody's registering for classes for the next semester. It gets kind of crazy. So try to plan in advance to kind of maximize the potential for us having availability that will line up. And so this is an 8-week class, and it is asynchronous. So that can be great in a lot of ways, but it can also be really challenging in other ways. So there's a lot of extra responsibility on you to first remember that you're in the class, right? So actually log in and check your eCampus and see everything. I try to send you an email every Monday morning, and then a couple other kind of follow-ups or just additional information throughout the week, but there should always be an email on a Monday morning to kind of get you thinking about the class. But it still is up to you to actually log in and look at everything there. So however you organize, please do that. Set that up for this class. If you fall behind in an 8-week format, it can be really hard to come back. So those are the challenges, but then the opportunity is you can take multiple 8-week classes in a semester and be able to get more credits in without having to take multiple classes all at the same time. So I want you to think about it from that opportunity perspective as well. Like, yes, it might seem like a lot of work in the moment, but you're probably coming out on top here and being able to take more credits than you would otherwise, especially if you're balancing this with full-time work or childcare or anything like that. The 8-week format can really be a positive. So I want you to kind of frame it in that way in your mind, especially if it does seem like a lot of assignments are coming really hard and fast, because that does sometimes happen in this 8-week class. Most important part of every class, I know that you hear this constantly and you have your entire lives, but read the syllabus, please. It exists for a reason. It's to help you understand what I'm asking for, and it's to give us kind of a shared contract, right? So what's in the syllabus is what goes. I do have some authority to change things if necessary, but I try to really stick to that with the due dates and the assignments and things. So read through it. If you have any questions, let me know. And so one of the really important things from the syllabus is on late work. I do accept late work, but because this is an 8-week class, I can only accept it up to 2 weeks late. And so for each week or portion of a week something is late, you do have an automatic deduction of 10%. So if you submit it 13 days late, it's automatically going to deduct 20% of that possible grade. If you submit it 1 day late, it's going to automatically deduct 10%. 6 days late, 10% as well. So think about that. It's always going to be better to submit something late than to not submit it at all. But also be mindful of that 2-week window, because that's all you've got. If we start to go past that in 8 weeks, you can just fall so far behind that it's not possible to catch up. So that's why I have to have that kind of deadline in there. Pay attention and be prepared. Again, typical advice that you get a lot. Just really read through the syllabus again, the assignments, check on eCampus regularly. I try to lay it out as best I can to make it make sense for you. Sometimes that doesn't work, or we have different learning preferences, so sometimes things that are really clear to me might not feel clear to you. So if you find that happening, just let me know, reach out to me, and I can try to explain it to you more clearly. And the last point, just do the work, please. If you do the work in this class, you will succeed. That's really all I'm asking. A lot of this is about your personal experiences and your preferences and the way that you see the world. So if you make an effort, those are the things that I'm grading on. So there's no right or wrong answers there a lot of the time. So just make an effort and you should be fine. So any questions or concerns about anything I've mentioned or anything about the class more broadly, please reach out. Please be in touch. So you can email me here. You can send me a message through eCampus as well, but usually emailing directly is going to be the better, faster way to get through to me. So thank you, and I look forward to having you in class.